Today we're opening Structure Decks Yugi, Kaiba, and Marik Battle City. If that sounds unfamiliar, it's because these are fan-made Orca decks by Venom Romulus, a dedicated anime and manga fan over on Instagram. If you want to go check him out, he sent us these to open. These are actually special because all the cards are based on their anime exclusive effects. Yes, even the Egyptian god cards. So we're going to open all three and have duels with all of them. That means we're going to get Yugi versus Kaiba, Yugi versus Marik, and a duel we didn't actually get in the anime, Marik versus Kaiba. All right, I've got Structure Deck Yugi Battle City. Funny thing, actually, he custom made all these arts himself. So like, I just thought that was sort of cool. He sort of recreated these. Very talented. You see Cypher the Sky Dragon. If you flip it around back, now you can relive the Battle City tournament as Yugi Moto. This ready-to-play structure deck is based on the dueling deck Yugi Moto used during the Battle City tournament. Every card and card effect in this deck are accurate to how they were portrayed in the original anime series. This set also includes many anime exclusive cards that have never been released. We get a beautiful deck list here. It really does look so official. Like, if I didn't know better, I'd be like, huh, maybe something Konami made. I guess they'd never be that cool, huh? Okay, and I see there are also some cards back here. Extras, little token. We'll take a look at that in a bit. All right, so I think that these have like the chunky borders. There's some reason you mentioned why they do, but Dark Magician, the ultimate wizard in terms of attack and defense, obviously doesn't have any effects, so it's just like how it is in a normal game. We have Alpha, the Magnet Warrior. So I'm guessing all the Magnet Warriors are in here without effects. Yeah, Beta, Gamma. We have Gazelle, the King of Mythical Beasts. It's always treated as a Phantom Beast card, which is interesting that this is mentioned since I don't think Yugi was really doing like Phantom Beast stuff, but I guess just copied kind of the TCG effect. Giant Soldier of Stone. Yugi did use this like I think maybe once in Battle City. Like one time. Because this is kind of when he was moving away from a lot of his Duelist Kingdom cards. There's Jack's Knight. Queen's Knight. I guess King's Knight will probably be with the effect monsters then. Baphomet. When it's normal or flip summoned, you can add a Gazelle, the King of Mythical Beast, from your deck to your hand. There's always like a weird one because you have to tribute summon it, and its stats aren't amazing for tribute summoning, but you know, whatever. Big Shield Gardener. When a spell is activated that targets this face-down card, you change it to face-up defense position and negate the activation. If it gets changed to attack position, or if it gets attacked, it gets changed to attack position in the damage step. So it can only protect you from one big attack. That was Yuki's whole thing. Honestly, I think that, like, they should have just changed, should have just taken that last bit off, just let him stay in defense mode. Buster Blader. Gains 500 attack for each dragon monster your opponent controls or that's in their grave. It's only the ones your opponent controls? Okay, I guess it's Dark Paladin that has the rest. Cyber Jar. I don't remember if you can use this. But yeah, it seems like it has the... Yeah, it's just the TCG effect of Cyber Jar. Dark Magician Girl. Electromagnetic Turtle. You can just protect yourself from an attack. Actually, it ends the battle phase. King's Knight. So when it's normal summon while you control Queen's Knight, then you get to summon Jack's Knight from your deck. There's Karibo, of course. Oh, so one thing that they added here is if your opponent's monster attacks, or if they activate a monster effect that would inflict effect damage, you can pitch this card. You'll take either no damage from the attack or no damage from the effect. Woo! Cypher the Sky Dragon. Okay, this is some small text. I feel like I'm reading a modern card here. Requires three. Okay, he's all kind of normal like you'd expect. Red border, very nice. Requires 3 tributes to normal summon. Can't be normal set. Its normal summon cannot be negated. When normal summon, cards and effects cannot be activated, so no bottomless trap hole type cards. This card's effects cannot be negated. Control of this card cannot switch. It can only be affected for 1 turn by your opponent's card effects that do not remove this card from the field. It cannot be destroyed by card effects except by the effect of monsters whose original name is the Winged Dragon of Ra. How very specific. Once per turn, when your opponent declares an attack, if this card was special summoned from the graveyard during this battle phase, change the attack target to this card. Okay, that's kind of like how Yugi used it against Kaiba. Once per turn during the end phase, if this card was special summoned, send it to the GY. This card is also treated as a dragon while face up on the field. It gains 1,000 attack and defense for each card in your hand. If a monster is normal or special summoned to your opponent's field, That monster or monsters lose 2,000 attack or defense, respective to its position. Then, if its attack or defense has been reduced to 0 as a result, destroy it. So it gets a little bit more coverage than it does with its TCG effect. Very fitting. Brain Control. Pay 800 life points, target a face-up monster your opponent controls, take control of it until the end phase. This is treated as a special summon. Interesting. Oh, I guess it's supposed to be like how when he took Revival Jam, it was treated as being special summoned to his field, and so that kind of caused a loop with Slifer and yeah. Card Destruction. This is just card destruction. Card of Sanctity. Each player draws until they have 6 cards in their hand. I guess you'll really need that if you're trying to have Slifer be a part of this deck. One of my biggest gripes with Yugi and getting Slifer in the anime was that he never really made his deck around Slifer the Sky Dragon, so he rarely actually had enough cards in his hand for it to be much of a threat. Like, you know, you can say many things about Marik, but one thing he did do was he built his Slifer deck to like really play around Slifer's effect, so. Cool. Change of Heart. I didn't know he had Change of Heart and Brain Control. Curse Breaker. This is Dispel, but it's a little bit stronger, I guess. When a spell is activated, you negate the activation and destroy it, and then negate the effects of all other spell cards in the field, including the active effects of spells that are no longer in the field. So this just completely clears out spells for the turn, and it's a quick play spell. Double Spell. Okay, target any number of spells in your opponent's grave that have been activated this turn. Place those targets in the appropriate zone on your side of the field, and as this card's effect resolves, follow its card text as if you'd used them yourself in the order that you had chosen those targets. What a very anime-specific thing. Huh. Fiend's Sanctuary. This is the card that Yugi got from Kaiba for his final duel against Marik. Graceful Charity. Draw 3, discard 2. Light Force Sword. Oh, it's a quick play spell here. But the effect seems to be basically the same. Banish a card from your opponent's hand face down, and then during their 4th standby phase, it gets returned to their hand. Used against the Rare Hunter Seeker, I believe was his name. Magical Hats. Okay, I've been very interested in how they're gonna make this work. Quick play spell instead of a trap. If you control a spellcaster in your main monster zone, you can special summon 3 Magical Hat tokens, which I assume are probably in here, actually. Let's see if I can. Okay. Oh, okay, well, I can just do that. There's Kaiba tokens, and Magical Hat tokens, and Metal Fiend tokens. Wow. Okay, anyway, so back to Magical Hats. Special summon 3 Magical Hat tokens. They are Spellcaster Dark level 1, 0 attack and defense. Set those tokens and a Spellcaster monster in your main monster zone and shuffle them on the field. Ah, okay, I get it. If the set non-token Spellcaster monsters flip face up or removed from the field, then you destroy all the tokens. This is a really faithful reinterpretation of Magical Hats. I like that. Good job, Venom Romulus. Monster Reborn. Very simple. Although I think that this should have been like a spell, a quick play spell. Just because like in the anime, I feel like they're always kind of using it like that. Multiply. Whew. Okay. Target a face-up monster you control whose original attack is 500 or less. Summon up to 2 tokens with the same original type, attribute, level, attack, defense as the target. If the target was a monster whose original name is Kaiba, you summon as many Kaiba tokens as possible in defense position. Oh, so you can get a lot of Kaibos or only a couple of any other monster. Your opponent's monsters cannot target for attacks or with monster effects any monsters except Kaiba or Kaiba tokens. When a Kaiba token is destroyed by battle, you can special summon another Kaiba token. What? So this is like infinite defense. That's really how he uses it in the anime though, I guess, against Kaiba and Duelist Kingdom. Polymerization. Yeah, just polymerization. Pot of Greed, but what does it do? I can't see it, I don't know what the effect is. Spell textbook. Discard your hand, shuffle your deck, draw 1 card, reveal it. If it was a spell, you can activate it immediately. Very last-ditch effort card. Disgraceful Charity. If a spell is activated that discards a card, both players can return those cards to their hand. Ah, so you want to use this with your Graceful Charity to get your cards back, because you would have had to discard 2. Dust Tornado. Simple enough. Magic Cylinder. Ah, they added the clause that it can only be activated if you control a Spellcaster monster. Man, okay. Bit of a nerf. Magic Cylinder. Or not Magic Cylinder, Magic Jammer. Magician's Selection. This looks like an anime exclusive. Activate only if you control a face-up spellcaster monster. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, negate the attack. Destroy the one face-up monster your opponent controls that has the lowest attack. I'm trying to remember exactly when he used this. Maybe against Arcana? Mirror Force, of course, it's Yugi. 7 Tools of the Bandit. Spellbinding Circle. Yeah, nothing seems to be too changed with that. Loses 700 attack, can't attack or change battle position. Oh, we get a fusion here. Chimera, the flying mythical beast. If it's destroyed, you can target a Baphomet or a Gazelle and special summon it. But other than that, it's kind of just, it's Chimera. Dark Paladin. Oh man, they actually nerfed him. He only gains his 500 attack points thing. He doesn't have the, because I think he had like another effect, didn't he? Where he could like negate spells or something that targeted him. I don't remember. Archfiend of Guilford. This is one of Lulu Yugi's cards. When it's sent to the graveyard, you can target a face-up monster on the field, equip this target to that card, and it loses 500 attack. Valkyrion the Magna Warrior. So you summon it from your hand by tributing the 3 Magnet Warriors. You can tribute this card, or you can send this card from field to grave. And 1 defusion from your hand or face down field to the grave to target the 3 and summon them back. Ah, intriguing. I guess that's kind of how he did use it against Loomis and Umbra. He defused it. But it looks like you have to have defusion actually to do that. Yeah, defusion. Diffusion wave motion. Funny because they had to actually errata this card in the TCG to say it's not treated as a fusion card, so you can't search it. If your opponent controls a monster, pay 1,000 attack or life points, target a level 7 or higher spellcaster. In this turn, it can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. I think that's exactly how it works in the TCG. Exchange. They're trading cards. Magic Formula. Just equip it to a spellcaster. Give it 500 attack. Magical Dimension. Ah, okay. This is a little bit different than how Magical Dimension works. Tribute 2 monsters you control, negate the attack, and then summon a spellcaster from your hand. Destroy it during the end phase of the turn. Man, not amazing, but it could come up in a pinch. Necromancy. Your opponent special summons 4 random monsters from their graveyard in face-up defense position. When a monster special summoned by this effect is destroyed, all face-up monsters your opponent controls lose 600 attack. I think he used this against like Kaiba or Marik. Summoned a bunch of stuff to their field, Slifer destroyed each thing, and then each time it destroyed something, everything else got weaker. So like he used it to weaken like an Egyptian god maybe. Ragnarok. This is the card he used to finish off Marik. Activate only if there are 2 of either Dark Sage, Dark Magician Girl, or Magician of Black Chaos on the field. Banish all monsters from your hand, deck, and graveyard. Destroy all monsters your opponent controls, ignoring their effects. Now here's something kind of funny about this. You'd have no monsters left. So you couldn't actually finish them off unless you had like a burn thing, right? You banish all of the monsters from your hand. Oh, okay, you get to keep the stuff in your field. I misread that. Crazy, but okay. Soul Taker. A little bit different. Target face-up monster your opponent controls. Tribute that target for the tribute summon of a monster. Or it's a tribute for one of your effects and your opponent gains 1,000. Chain Destruction. We know what that does. Life Shaver. Oh yeah, Kaiba took this card from Yugi. So you just keep it set on your field and spring it, and suddenly they have to discard a bunch of cards. Soul Rope. This is a pretty simple one. I think it's like how it is in the TCG. The Regulation of Tribe. And Time Seal. Your opponent skips their next draw phase. Could stop them from drawing the last piece of Exodia. And then finally, we get some cool tokens. I've been informed that these tokens are exclusively for the people who supported this project. So I think that if you order one of these structure decks, you may not get one of these token cards, but you'll get everything else. Just to Yama Yugi, you can use any token you want. And like we saw earlier, we get the Karibo tokens. You just keep summoning them and summoning them. And Magical Hats token, get 3 of those. And the Metal Fiend token. You also get multiple of that.
All right, structure deck Kaiba Battle City. Impressive work, like very impressive. I wonder if there'll be any cards in here I wouldn't expect to see. Token card. There's more than one? Let's see. Oh, I can't protect it. All right, we have a token of Kaiba and a clone token that can be used as a clone token. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. The card quality feels pretty good. And the card backs, fair. Yeah, these are pretty nice. Let's see how the rest of the deck is looking. So of course, these are all Orica versions of cards that Kaiba would have used, including his iconic Blue Eyes White Dragon. The colors are a bit dark on it, but like, it's striking. The text looks good. Numbers look good. Got the Battle Ox, another vanilla. I'm assuming there's gonna be a lot of vanillas in here. Des Feral Imp is not a vanilla in the normal TCG, right?
Yeah, some of them are like that.
Interesting. I like it. Hyozanryu, Lajin, Ryu Kaishin Powered, Force Raider, X-Head Cannon, Blade Knight. Oh, I don't think the original, well, the TCG Blade Knight could stop flip effect monsters from getting their effects.
I think it does.
It does? It's been so long since I played Blade Knight. I remember playing it as a kid, but not too much. It's actually one of my favorite card designs. It's just simple. It's a guy in a plate of armor with a sword slashing forward.
Funny story, he actually has the same pose as number 39 Utopia. Anyway.
Kaiser Glider. Actually, one of my favorite Legacy of Darkness cards. I don't know, something about it always caught me. It's like, I like this. Kaiser Seahorse, which is nothing like Kaiser Glider. Sword of Soul? Is this like Swordstalker's weapon? It's a fairy monster too. Thunder Dragons. I guess, did Kaiba use Thunder Dragon? I guess he must have at some point.
I think later in the anime. I think it was later than Battle City.
White Dragon Head, Z Metal Tank. I think there's one missing somewhere in here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did we pass it?
Did I? Oh, it was over here. Yeah, I passed it. All the normals are in the front, effect monsters in the middle. And then Obelisk, the Tormentor. Oh my god, that text is small. Wait, okay, wait, I'll try to read this later, because there's no way I'm doing that right now. Card Guard. I think this is not actually a card in the TCG. But it's fun. I like it. Carved Demise. Command Silencer? It's a totem pole, but with speakers. Okay. Cost Down. Gotta love Cost Down. Enemy Controller. Iconic.
What, did they change the effect on that?
Let's find out. So you can pay 1,000 life points to activate one of its effects. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls, destroy it. Yeah, that's different. Also, target one face-up monster your opponent controls, take control of that monster until the end phase. So,
yeah, so that's different than the TCG version, because in TCG you have to tribute
yep.
the monster.
Yeah, in this case, you just get the effect. You just choose what you want without tributing anything. Very powerful. Pot of Greed, draw 2 cards. Ring of Defense. You know, Ring of Defense reminded me a little bit of Card Guard.
What's Card Guard do?
Discard 1 card for the rest of the turn. Your monsters cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. It's just really good. While this just stops trap effects from dealing damage to you, which is actually very specific and not great. Like specifically only traps?
Yeah, it's a fair grade destruction, really.
Yeah. Silent Doom, Soul Exchange. The normal stuff. Okay, so you attribute a monster, and you cannot normal summon the turn to activate this effect. Wait, I missed something. Wait, immediately after this resolves, tribute summon 1 monster. Wait.
Yeah, so this is a little, so basically with this Soul Exchange, it's like you activate it and you immediately do the tribute summon as part of Soul Exchange. Whereas in the TCG, the card just lets you target a monster, and then at any point in the turn, you can tribute summon with it.
Yeah, and you can use your opponent's monster, though this has an extra stipulation where you cannot normal summon the turn you use this.
Yeah, so I guess like you can't normal summon a monster
And then
and then
tribute
use
an
this to do
opponent's.
like a tribute summon alongside it.
And then deal like ungodly damage to your opponent directly from both monsters. Yeah, that would be pretty messed up.
Yeah, so it's a little balanced, more, I don't know.
Spell absorption. When an opponent's monster gains attack by the effect of a spell card, target one monster you control. That target gains attack instead.
Isn't that totally different than the actual spell absorption in the TCG?
I'm pretty sure it
TCG
is.
spell absorption like a continuous spell that just gives you
Life points, I think, yeah.
Is it what Kaiba's card did?
Okay, all right.
These are all anime accurate, by the way. So.
Ooh, Spell Sanctuary. Both players add one spell from their deck to the hand. Both players can activate spell cards during their opponent's turn. What the heck? That's kind of nuts. Thirst for compensation. Activate only when your opponent draws a card from their deck to their hand, except during the draw phase. Special summon any level 4 or lower monsters from your hand up to the number of cards your opponent added to their hand. Okay. Interesting. Why are there so many like very unique cards in here?
Well, it's just Kaiba's anime day. Remember, it's a bunch of weird one-offs for like one situation in one episode.
Attack Guidance Armor. When a monster declares an attack, activate one of these effects. Destroy the attacking monster. Okay, simple. Change the attack target to another monster on the field and perform damage calculation. So I guess you could have your opponent attack themselves, essentially. That does not sound legal at all. Cloning, where we got that clone token from. When your opponent normal or flip summons a monster that has a level, target that face-up monster, special summon one clone token with the same original attack, type, attribute, level, attack, and defense as that target. But you don't get their effects. Well, okay, we all know final attack orders. Wait, what? Both players choose 3 cards to keep in their deck.
Oh, it's the anime version.
Then must send the rest of the cards in their deck to the GY. All face-up monsters on the field are changed to attack position and their battle positions cannot be changed. So this is how you end the game. No matter what, the game is ending very soon when you use this. Magical Trick Mirror. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, target one spell in your opponent's GY, place that target in the appropriate zone on your side of the field, and as this card's resolution, follow its card text as you had used it yourself. Wow. That could be really tricky. Power Balance. Activate only when you have no cards in your hand. Your opponent discards half the cards in their hand, round up if your opponent has an odd number, then draw cards equal to the amount of cards discarded. That could be handy for getting you back in the game. Bring up Destruction. We all know Bring up Destruction. Now we get to our fusion deck and what seems to be more vanilla monsters after that. Blue Eyes Ultimate, Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon, XY Dragon Cannon, XYZ Dragon Cannon. Is there someone missing?
Might be
YZ?
Yeah, I don't know. It might be towards the end. Who knows?
Yeah, and then we get Gadget Soldier, Sagi the Dark Clown, Sword Stalker, Lord of D, Lullaby of Obedience. That's a very iconic Kaiba card. Polymerization, Quick Attack. Target one fusion monster you control that was fusion summoned this turn. It can attack this turn. Wait, what?
Yeah, in Battle City, fusions can attack a turn or something.
I do not remember that, but okay.
Well, that was not right.
Shrink. Stop Defense. The Flute of Summoning Dragons, because there's 2 of them. Virus Cannon. That's a new one. Your opponent must send a total of 10 spell cards from their hand and deck to the GY. And then Crush Card Virus. Probably Kaiba's most iconic spell and trap card. Let's see. Tribute one dark monster with 1,000 or less attack. Destroy all monsters with 1,500 or more attack in your opponent's hand, deck, and field. Yes.
Jeez, that's so broken.
That is ridiculous.
That's so powerful.
Oh my god. Wow. Okay, well, this is a lot. So I guess when playing this deck, you have to consider slotting in some of these over here.
I think you have to just use them all, and just whatever happens, happens.
Oh, I guess. Because I mean, you can have more than 40 cards, so I guess so. A Marik Winged Dragon of Ra deck based on Battle City from the anime. We have, what to say? It says, now you can relive the Battle City tournament as Marik Ishtar. This ready-to-play structure deck is based on the dueling deck Marik Ishtar used during the Battle City tournament. Every card and effect in this deck are accurate to how they were portrayed in the original anime series. This set also includes many anime-exclusive cards that have never been released. Well, that sounds terrifying, because I'm already bad enough at this game. Now there's going to be new cards I can be bad with. So we can see the full card list. It's not actually just one-ofs. I see there's multiple plasma eels, and I don't even know what that is. Yeah, let's open it up. The attention to detail on this is incredible. Like, if I didn't know any better, I think this is like an official product. Okay, let's see. Here it is. Ooh.
Oh, is the Winged Dragon Raw just like a...
It's in there somewhere.
Oh, okay. So it's like a decorative thing.
All right. Okay. Now I know for a fact Dralago is an effect monster. But this Dralago is a vanilla. It's an Earth level 4 machine monster. It has flavor text. A fighting machine with drills equipped. Its drills can pierce through any enemy. Fair enough. Gilgarth. Now Gilgarth actually is a vanilla. Juragetto. Now I'm fairly certain our Juragetto is an effect monster as well.
It's actually being pretty accurate to the anime, because a lot of these things just didn't.
They didn't have effects. They just showed up and died. Or they did some damage. Lacunga. I know nothing of Lacunga. I think we have this card. I'm pretty sure we do.
Yeah, TCG card.
Lord Poison. It's so funny how so many of these cards were unremarkable effect monsters, but here they're vanillas. Boganian. Once per turn during a standby phase, inflict 600. Dark Geroid. Granadora. Helpoemer.
Oh, I remember this.
You
use that in the duel against Joey.
And I know we have this card. I was trying to remember what it does. At the end of each of your opponent's battle phases, if this card is in the graveyard because destroyed by battle while in attack position, make your opponent discard one random card. This card must be in the graveyard to activate and resolve this effect. Okay, all right. Holding Arms. I wonder if Holding Legs is here too. Do they have different effects from the TCG versions? On normal or special summon, target one face-up monster your opponent controls. While this card is face-up on the field, that face-up monster cannot attack. Also, its effects are negated. While that face-up monster is on the field, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Is that what our Holding Arm does?
I think that's about what it
That sounds similar.
sounds right.
Holding Legs. If this card is special summon, return all set spell and traps to the... Yeah, okay, this is what our Holding Legs does. You can manage this card from the graveyard, target one set spell or trap your opponent controls. It cannot be activated. Okay, all right. Lava Golem. Tribute 2, they get a Lava Golem. Once per turn during your standby phase, take 700.
Oh, so that's interesting, because in the anime it was 700 as opposed to...
How much did we
the real
take?
game, it's 1,000.
Oh.
Because in the anime they had like 4,000 life.
More meaningful that way. Legendary Fiend, every standby phase gains 700. That's a permanent boost. Makira the Destructor.
One of my favorites.
It'll let you activate traps from hand. Nudoria. Wow. It's the Winged Dragon of Ra. And
So then you know that when you duel, you're gonna have to say that.
Great Chicken of the Sky, hear my cry. I don't know. I don't know the chant.
Interesting. So I wonder when you use it if you're like almost supposed to like.
I'm gonna have to look up the chant before we play.
Well, also, like if you're supposed to like what, how do you know that rest of the effects?
It's whatever I say it is.
Okay.
We have Black Pendant, Card of Sanctity. Very busted card. Each player draws until they have 6 in their hand, no stipulations.
Yeah, you can use that.
Class system.
Oh, I remember.
When your opponent targets exactly one monster you control with a monster effect, or when a monster effect declares an attack, or a monster declares an attack, negate the attack effect or attack if the monster has a higher level than the opponent's monster that activates effect or declared the attack. Interesting. So as long as your monster is bigger, you can negate other monster's attack or effect. Class system, I get it. Dark spell regeneration. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, target one spell in either graveyard. Place that target in the appropriate zone on your side of the field. And as this card's resolution, file this card's text as if you used it yourself.
It's basically when Marik would use Monster Reborn. And he kept
Oh, that's right. Dark Wall of... There's a lot of anime-only cards. I didn't realize that. Dark Wall of Wind. This turn, any battle damage you take from direct attacks becomes 0. Simple, useful for the anime. Magical Stone Excavation. We know this card. Monster Reborn. We know this card. Pot of Greed. What's it do? I know, tired joke. Premature Burial. Remove Trap. Spell of Pain. When your opponent inflicts battle damage or effect damage to you, your opponent takes that battle damage or effect damage instead. It's not. I wish that was a continuous spell, but it's a quick play. Surprise attack from behind. During your end phase, special summon as many monsters as possible from your graveyard. Surprise attack from behind. During your end phase, special summon as many monsters as possible from your graveyard that were summoned this turn. You can then conduct another battle phase immediately. Once you end the battle phase, send all monsters that were special summoned by this effect back to the graveyard. This reads like a Magic card. I feel like I've played with this in Magic before.
Kind of feels like it. Feels broken.
Tribute Burial. Now we do have this card, right?
I think so.
Once per turn, you can tribute a monster by banishing one monster from each graveyard instead. Wait, I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't know about that effect.
Yeah, okay, all right. Vengeful Bog Spirit. Monsters cannot attack the turn they are summoned. So that's just annoying. Coffin Seller. Each time a monster is sent to your opponent's graveyard, inflict 300 damage. Hidden Soldiers. When your opponent normal or flip summons a monster, special summon a level 4 or lower dark monster from your hand. That's handy. Joyful Doom. So many cards I'm just not familiar with. When your opponent tribute summons a monster, gain life points equal to the combined original attack of the monsters used for the tribute summon. Then make the attack of the tribute summon monster 0.
You use that against Sakura.
Oh man, that's
Sakura
cool.
against him.
That's hilarious. Send your entire hand to the grid. Oh, yeah, it's left arm offering. Add one spell from deck to hand. Okay. Malevolent. So if you have no cards in hand, minimum 1. You have to have at least a 1. So it's a -1 at least. Malevolent Catastrophe, yep, okay. Mirror Force. Nightmare Mirror. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, discard 1 card, then negate the attack, and if you do, inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. So it's negate attack plus. Yeah, oh yeah, with a discard. Nightmare Wheel, Rope of Life, Zombie Jewel. When your opponent's spell card is sent to the graveyard, add that spell card to your hand, then your opponent draws 1 card. Disgusting. Ooh, we're in the extra deck now. There's a lot of cards here. Egyptian God Slime. Oh, and now we're out the extra deck. Melkid the Four-Faced Beast. Mass Beast Asgardius. Plasma Eel. Cannot be destroyed by battle. Quick effect, you can equip this card to 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. During your opponent's end phase, the equipped monster loses 500 attack. The equipped monster cannot be tributed. You got 3 Plasma Eels. Huh. Revival Jam.
What did they say for Revival Jam's effect?
Oh, yeah.
Should work a little differently.
When this card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, the player who controlled this card when it was destroyed can special in defense position from the graveyard to their side of the field. Okay, so it can just do this infinitely.
Yeah, it's like in the show.
Yep, just
has to find some
kind of creative way around it. That's funny. Vampiric Leech. When this card is normal summoned, inflict 500 points of damage to your opponent. If this card is in attack position, you can discard 1 card, change it to defense position.
Oh, it's supposed to basically be how it could attack your opponent directly in the first turn.
Oh.
I kind of liked that.
I respect it. Jam breeding machine. Machine duplication. Polymerization. The Mask of Remnants. Shuffle this card from the field into the deck. While this is equipped to a monster by the effect of Mass Beast as Guardians, take control of that monster. Oh. Card of Last Will. I don't know why I had trouble reading. I was trying to look at what cards when the If the attack of a monster you control is changed by a card effect, draw until you have 5 cards in your hand. That's funny.
Highly specific.
But funny if it goes off. Jam Defender. Metal Reflect Slime. Relieve Monster. What is this? When an opponent's monster declares an attack, target one monster you control, return that target to the hand, then special summon 1 level 4 from your hand. Oh!
Oh, wow.
So, okay, this card is the entirety of the Winged Dragon of Ra's effect. Let's dive in. Requires 3 tributes to normal summon. This card's normal summon cannot be negated. When normal summoned, cards and effects cannot be activated. This card's effects cannot be negated. Control of this card cannot switch, can only be affected for 1 turn by your opponent's card effects that do not remove this card from the field. Cannot be destroyed by card effects except by the effects of monsters whose original name is the Winged Dragon of Ra. Once per turn, when your opponent declares an attack and this card was special summoned from the graveyard during the battle phase, change the attack target to this card. Once per turn during the end phase, if this card was special summoned, send it to the graveyard. This card's attack and defense become the combined original attack and defense of the monsters attributed for its summon. If this card is special summoned, it gains the effects. You can pay life points so that you only have 1 left. This card gains attack and defense equal to the amount paid. When an attack is declared involving this card, you contribute any number of other monsters that did not declare an attack this turn. This card gains attack equal to your life points, increases. Wait, I lost track of where I was.
I can't imagine how.
Where was I? You contribute any number of other monsters that did not declare an attack this turn. This card gains attack equal to the attributed monster's combined original attack until the end of this turn. Any effect that would increase your life points increases this card's attack and defense by the same amount instead. Unaffected by card effects that prevent it from attacking, also its attacks cannot be negated. This card can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. Also, after that, it can attack directly if able. Quick effect, you can discard 1 spell, gain life points equal to that card's current attack, then make the attack and defense of this card 0. This card is unaffected by other card effects, cannot be destroyed by battle. You take no battle damage from battles involving this card. Once per turn, quick effect, you can pay 1,000 life points and target 1 monster on the field, destroy that target, ignoring its effects. This card cannot attack a turn you activate this effect. Wow, this card is busted.
Okay, well, fun. Anything else in the box before we're just to double check?
I don't think so. Wait, there is something.
Yeah,
I didn't.
That's the actual.
There's something in the back too. Wait a minute.
Okay. Yeah.
How do I get to that without crushing the box? Let's see. Aha! Token cards. Let's see if I can get this open. Yeah. We have our Marik token, Slime token, Slime token, Slime token, Slime token, Slime token, and then Marik again. You could have 5 slime tokens on the board. That's terrifying.